can be heard all the way to San Francisco.
You're listening to Pod at the Palace with Curtis Wilkerson on Inside Arkansas.
All right, what up, early birds? Are the Hogs going to get the worm? Curtis Wilkerson, John Nabors, Andrew Ellis, Inside Arkansas here for the Pod at the Palace watch party. Hogs and Aggies getting ready to get after it. It's an 11 o'clock tip, which is right now. It's on ESPN. Big Z's mustache is in full effect. And here we go, boys. Big one for the Hogs this morning. Let's see if people are going to get rowdy this early.
It's kind of nice, isn't it? Isn't it for like an early game for once?
I'm cool with it, man.
I am too.
There's something to be said about like the prime time slot or whatever, but that's 8 o'clock on Saturday nights. I don't know. We'll be done by, 1:30 or something today. Basketball, at least. Watch a little baseball. Enjoy the night. I'm cool with this, man. I just hope they're awake and ready to play.
Yeah. A wise man once said prime time is whenever we play. And I got to say, Buzz Williams was like really hyping it up. Like the morning effect, like is going to positively affect them. He was very adamant about that. Did y'all see his comments where he's like, man, I wish we could play at 9 o'clock. Oh, we could play it. Like, he really thinks like this is a pro A&M development. And he's
crazy.
Probably right, frankly. Like, I honestly, like Arkansas, that's why, Arkansas, according to Kaywood, changed their travel around to be there in time and all that. So maybe it did affect them a little bit, but I think that's interesting that he's like so adamant that it's going to help them where, we'll see. But I'm definitely going to like this early tip whenever it's like 6 p.m. and I'm enjoying my night.
I like when this is over. That way I don't have to look at Texas A&M's uniforms anymore. Goodness gracious. The last time Arkansas played this early was that at that Tennessee game when they just got the break speed off of them. You think they did a shoot around this morning, Arkansas?
Better.
Same starters for the Razorbacks. That's no surprise. Get ready to get irritated, people. I'm not telling you not to. I'm just saying you're going to with the way A&M plays. You're going to be screaming at the officials the entire game.
We would never do such a thing.
This is not the kind of basketball that James Naismith had in mind whenever he built this sport.
We made it 3 seconds before we had a random whistle where they screwed something up.
We're off to the races.
Here we go. Just leaving your mark already. What is Buzz Williams drinking? He's got like something covering his can.
I bet you it's a seltzer.
Probably is. He's got the hard stuff.
He's got a nooner out there.
Shoot that, Nelly. We got the first 2 misses out of the way, so. Hey, if you guys.
No, you go ahead, Curtis.
No, I want you to go ahead because I think you're going to say what I was about to say.
No, I don't think we were about to say that. We do share a brain, but this time not. Okay. I was just going to say this is the type of game you can't let the misses affect you. Look, we're talking about when you're going up against Wade Taylor, you got to understand there's going to be a lot of misses in this game. So I think you just got to shoot with confidence. Like if you're Nelly, everyone's going to yell and be like, "Oh, he's 4 for 13." Right. Let it fly.
Well, what I really need is Thero to make one of these free throws because attaboy, the first point free throw finally hit.
Did that finally catch? Holy cow!
Finally hit,
dude.
How close to synced up are we here? By the way, are we?
I would say you guys are, or at least you, Curtis, are just slightly ahead, but that's okay. I don't mind.
I'll delay my reactions just a little bit.
No,
oh my!
I don't want that. I told Andrew that. Yes, okay.
Oh, Carter Knox is getting jiggy with it.
Oh man,
he's so good in transition now.
Now that he realized he was good at basketball a few weeks ago.
The fact that the first point free throw hit just tells me this is going to be a good day.
And I didn't even consider betting it.
I didn't either. And I'm pissing myself because I bet it almost every other game except for this one.
Pissing yourself. Wow.
Yeah.
Wade Taylor is wearing, and Henry Coleman are wearing white tees under these jerseys. Wade Taylor's got a leg sleeve too. That's a choice in attire as he hits a three. Nope, he misses because they don't shoot well. They at least look awake. Arkansas does.
Oh yeah.
Damn it.
I like this 2006 Nissan says that his wife cut the cable cord, didn't like Arby's for Valentine's dinner, so he's watching through this stream.
Oh, you had the meats and she didn't like that?
Yeah, well, I mean, so, I thought that was the goal of Valentine's Day.
Yeah, I mean, come on. Okay. I get it with the double dribble there, but it was almost did he have possession for sure before he
that's a little bit sketchy. I didn't like that.
I hate this for Nelly because I feel like he's super dialed in right now. And like that 3 he just shot a minute ago went in and out, and people are gonna start getting pissed, but seems like he's pretty locked in here early.
I think the refs just knew. They were like, this guy dribbling is not his forte. Let's keep a close eye on him. Yeah, I don't know. I agree. I didn't think he had possession. I think it's kind of like a bobble thing, and they're usually pretty lenient with that kind of stuff.
Oh my God, they called that on him.
All right, man.
All right, see, you're gonna piss me off, Curtis.
Yeah, we can't be having that. We can't be having that.
That's garbage.
You have to allow Arkansas to box out in this game. I mean, my God.
Need to check it for a hook and hold there, ref. Come on now.
I mean, the 2 ingredients to A&M's game plan every game is chunk up a bunch of bricks, rebound said bricks, and they've got the first part covered. They're struggling a little bit with the second part, but the refs are clearly going to make sure they get that job done.
Yeah. Are they going to look at what are they? Are they looking for a hook and hold or something here?
I bet you they are.
Which would be on Z, right?
Good Lord. Yeah.
They might just go flagrant 2, eject them. just kick them out.
I mean, it looked like he was just attempting to box out to me.
I don't see. I also, to me, like, okay, I feel like in football, they wouldn't call that pass interference because both players were going for the ball. You know, he was just like, okay, he's got his hand up there. I understand. Of course, I don't know ball.
I mean, I get it if they're going to look at it or whatever, but like,
I just don't know how you could put that on Z.
Did Coleman hook him? Or 21. Who is that? Payne? Did they hook him?
That's what I thought originally when I saw it. I'm like, I don't think that was on Z.
Like, we don't have the, or at least I don't have the audio on, so I don't know what they're actually looking for. We're just
I have the audio on slightly.
Okay.
And they are looking at the hook and hold. It looks like, Dane Bradshaw, I believe that's Dane Bradshaw on the call, says he sees it as just a common foul. So
sure. I mean,
and it's always funny to me that, like, obviously we would love for them to like look at this and then determine the foul was on the other person. I wish that was an option. Like, if you go to review one thing and you notice another development where you're like, you know what, actually, this is a travel, or actually it's out of bounds. Like, I think that should be allowed. I don't know why it's not. I don't know why it has to be. It's like a court case where it's like you have to file for a specific thing and we can review that. But if we see something else on the review.
So did that go well? Because
yes, it did.
You're on Arkansas's end of the floor now.
They called a flagrant 1 on Payne, dude.
Good.
Like, I thought they would.
I apologize for everything I said about the officials in the last 90 seconds.
Yeah, we should not be idiot that I've already tweeted about it.
Oh yeah, we 1000% get credit for what just happened, no doubt.
Mm-hmm.
That's good. I mean, Payne's one of their big boys. They've got Texas A&M. They have 4 players who have over 50 offensive rebounds this year, and for context, Arkansas has 1 who has over 30. Like, it's crazy how those dudes get on the glass.
So, wow, flagrant 1.
All right.
Is he shooting?
Yep.
Yeah. Oh, free throw Z is he didn't even hit the net, bro, on the second one. He's dialed in.
I had to edit my tweet and say it's a good ref show because I said it's a ref show, all right. It's like, no, but a good ref show.
I just love he's got the fade and the stash right now. It just he's about as dialed in as it gets. Now they can score off this. I mean, they're off to a pretty good start anyway.
He really is. He's playing with so much confidence at this point. Like, I think that's obviously, I mean, there's a lot he's doing better and he's a lot better physically, but it just, I think when he's playing like this and he's that dangerous, it's just so fun to watch.
I have a statement to make.
Okay.
Thero has just become a walking turnover when he puts it on the floor in the paint. I mean, it's a turnover every time he touches it in the paint. What's going on?
He loves dribbling right into traffic.
Yeah. We just need the post up, just one dribble, big fella, and go up, man.
I saw him coughing a little bit earlier, though. Maybe he's
we'll see. Yeah, if he gets subbed out here in the next 30 seconds or something. I can't get over these uniforms. I really can't.
Oh yeah.
I guess it's a common thing because me and at least I know Andrew and I got tagged in something yesterday. Maybe it was you too, but like just I guess the whole Adidas network is doing crap like this.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
saw
Louisville was
Indiana
wearing
did
some,
it.
yeah.
Louisville,
Oh,
Kansas, I think.
Big Z, man. He can
Not one hand, but
cannot
two hands.
grasp
My
the ball.
hands, feet. Oh,
I think he even tried with two hands, but
no way, bro. Okay. Nelly, listen. Man's D'ing up, okay?
Hey,
Nelly has become the guy who's like, shots not going, but he's like, I'm gonna impact this game. Which, by the way, I want to give him a little bit of credit for that. I mean, one, not that you need credit for trying on defense, but like for all the talk about him being this NIL guy that doesn't care, he definitely plays on both ends and tries, and
he does.
he might not be good sometimes.
Give me one, son. Let's go.
well, don't let Nelly get hot.
Don't let him cook,
Tell
y'all.
you, man.
Woo. Just a Z. Come on now. Don't test him. Why are you mad? Looking back at the official.
Get out.
That's a foul, sir. Thank you. Okay. Last year, just a reminder, against Texas A&M, John L. Davis, 26 points, 6 of 9 from 3.
Despite not being an SEC player, though.
Yeah, exactly. He likes the matchup.
I tell you, if there were one team that were asleep right now, it would not be the Arkansas Razorbacks.
Yeah, man.
Buzz got all fat and happy when he saw the schedule.
That's right. Chin Coleman had them boys doing sprints in the hotel this morning.
Chin Coleman canceled his brunch reservation just for this, man.
We've got a Jonas Adu headband alert.
Okay.
I hope we'll know what he's going to bring to the table within about the first minute here.
Yeah.
That's 2 games in a row now that he's entered the game before Trevin Brazil.
Oh yeah. All right. I don't hate the shot.
No, you got to make that. But
yeah, like that's when people say Arkansas is like not a good shooting team. You look at their percentage and their average or whatever, but it's those. Like when do they hit the wide open ones?
Mm-hmm.
They usually don't.
okay, Carter, look at that D. Like to help out.
John. Sorry.
What'd I do?
You just said, look at that D.
I mean,
oh, cool. We got our first look at the Yellators. And by D, you mean D bag.
Guys, I'm just saying, Arkansas is pitching a shutout right now. A perfect game, if you would.
Yeah.
At the under 16.
There's more offense than we saw from baseball when I was watching yesterday. I was getting nervous yesterday in game 1 because Andrew and his clan were just trying to make me the bad luck charm, but it didn't happen. You suckers are stuck with me, you know? It's like, oh, I don't know. They can't hit. We got to mix it up. I'm like, damn it. He's right though. It's such a superstitious sport.
there were some chatter in game 2. I'm definitely not going to lie. There was some chatter that said, all that the bats needed was for Curtis to stop watching to wake up.
Or Washington State to throw any arm besides the one good one they had, you know?
And I'm just saying, like when I hopped on the stream with Andrew, suddenly the runs just started happening. I think I was good for 6, maybe 7 runs when I was on the stream.
John watched a few innings because you popped in for the beginning and then like what'd you watch 3, 4 innings there?
I think
one of those innings was a big one.
Yeah, it's 4 innings.
A lot of people are hating on Trevin Brazil. I don't know if they know he's not on the floor. Like I see Dabbing Rhino, our guy who we love. He says TB is a freak athlete but doesn't want to win.
Remember? Oh wait, hold on.
Says, is Maui Brazil dead?
No.
KG says Brazil's trash. Where Brazil has not entered the game yet, boys. What are y'all talking about?
No slander to Hudson Clark, John Bolton, or Trevin Brazil allowed on Inside Arkansas.
That's right.
Those are the rules.
One thing I'll never understand about Razorback fans is no matter how good or bad the team is playing, they got to pick one, man.
Yeah.
And it was Nelly for the longest. He picks it up, and it was Jonas. Jonas has a good game the other day, and now it's TB. You know, they just got to have one. And then for baseball, it's
at least
Nate
let him
Thompson.
get in the game and suck first. He hasn't even played.
I know, man.
I get maybe it's just like their their prep work for it, like just getting prepared.
Yeah.
Man.
And I saw it's already rolled back through, but I saw somebody asking us to slow down or whatever because we're telling them things before it happens. We just got to roll with it. I mean, because everybody's stream is different. You could be watching on cable or the internet or your phone or whatever, and it's just impossible to be all timed up. So
yeah,
I know that stinks. Hopefully you can, it bounces itself out or whatever. Keep trying to refresh or something. We're not intending to jump the gun on anybody, but we're trying to stay as caught up as we can.
Mm-hmm.
That's the one thing about this. It's especially when, like when we do it on location, when we're all together, like when we were at Brothers Meat House and stuff, it's easy for us. Like we're not even all directly in sync for this game. It's tough. I get it though, what you're saying.
John wishes we were in sync. Ain't that right?
Hell yeah.
Justin Timberlake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I understood that reference. I like this. Like Hayden says, Nabors claiming to be the baseball team's good luck charm after the 2018 Periscope. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know what Periscope is. It doesn't exist anymore.
John killed Periscope, low-key.
Yeah, I
Shout
did.
out to Colin here who says, yesterday I had to pause for like 15 seconds to get my stream in line with Big Ellis. See, that's the real way to go about it, is for us to be way behind.
Because I was thinking, Ellis, because you say you have that Ozarks. Does the Ozarks go to your cable, or do you have like a streaming thing for watching TV?
No, they're my internet provider, and so I was just like,
well, no, but I mean like your TV.
Well, I watch everything the ESPN app,
Okay.
and I watch it through my sister's TV provider.
Gotcha,
dude. I don't pay for Netflix. I don't pay for Max. I don't pay for a TV provider. And somehow I consume all these products.
This is the tough part about being an only child for me. Like I don't have the siblings to really be able to share the logins to stuff with.
Disney Plus doesn't let you like I can't watch Disney Plus like through my TV. I have to cast it from my phone because Disney Plus is like a household thing and I can't log my sister out of her household.
That's okay. If it wasn't a foul, then it was that.
Oy.
I like this action they're running with some offensive rebounds. It's that high-low they're doing. They're setting a ball screen with Jonas or Z, and then as soon as they roll, they've got Nelly popping out to the perimeter hard. So a lot of times he's either going to have a wide open jumper, he can immediately dump it into the post. They don't like dumping it into the post, but it's there. So an offensive rebound and then A&M scores. That's how they do it.
That's their 100% of their points have come with off second chance.
They got to stop being soft with the basketball. Every time they put it on the floor, it's getting poked out of there. Turnover, they hit a three. They make you play. So it's dumb shit Arkansas is doing that's allowing A&M to get right back in this thing.
This team sucks. They're cooked. Trash.
They just need to stop dribbling inside the arc. It's crazy.
Yeah, get in that Bellarmine offense.
Wade Taylor has 3 steals already.
Yeah.
Is that not technical right there? Are you serious?
Yeah, that was disrespectful.
Have like, listen, no, the great block, but how do you not get the dude is like literally yelling at Nelly Davis, like in his face? How is that not a technical? I'm gonna be that guy.
But I'm also that guy where when they call those technicals, I'm like, wow, that's soft.
I know, I agree, but the rules are rules. Without rules, there's chaos.
TB's
gotten a few of those in his career.
That he has.
The staring at you after dunking on you thing. Yeah,
Arkansas. Z's annual get dunked on.
Yeah. Arkansas built an 8-0 lead, but they really didn't build enough of a cushion while A&M just kind of lulled there for the under 4.
Right.
Oof.
A 6-footer like that you got to make. Goodness gracious. Oh,
Get out. How?
Dude, I think Thero might actually break the school record for missed dunks in a season.
He's great at it.
I mean, he literally misses damn near one a game, and he's obviously made his fair share of dunks, but I mean, he's like 50% on dunk attempts.
This team frustrates me maybe more than any I've ever watched. Like it just the Jekyll Hyde stuff is crazy.
Damn. Cal channeled his inner Mark Pope. Z
foul.
with a couple rough defensive stretches there. Yeah, I mean Thero, to be fair, by the way, it appears he probably should have gotten a call.
Yeah.
Apparently the announcer said he's 93% on dunks. I will say 93% I mean, that's obviously very high in real life, but like for dunks, that should be 100%. You know?
Right.
Wait, Z's been in the game though, right?
Z?
Yeah.
Yeah, he's been there.
Okay. Just somebody in the Arkansas media just says get Z back in there, and I'm like,
He was just in, right?
yeah, he's been in. Like, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, Jonas was in for a couple minutes. I don't know that I put really any of this on Adu, but
No.
Maybe they mean offensively, get Z going, like get Z more involved.
I guess.
Maybe, yeah.
You're a former boss, so I don't know.
Hasn't scored in 4 minutes, but that's par for the course. It's every game. They do it once a half.
Yeah, they went ahead and got it out of the way early. So now you've got Z, Trevin, the 2 freshmen, and Nelly. This is a fascinating lineup.
And they know it too.
Curtis, you said you didn't want them to dribble in the paint. This lineup ain't gonna dribble.
Yeah. Oh. Shot by Carter. I like that little pull up. It's good.
That little pull up Jimbo from Carter Knox. You like that?
Yeah.
The more he knocks down shots like that, the easier it's going to be for him to get to the rim and finish at the rim, which he does pretty well for the most part already. But the more he's knocking down shots like that, where it's like, oh, you really can't give this guy any room, his athleticism is going to take over.
There we go, TB. Oh, Nelly. What are you doing?
Oh my gosh.
Oh wow.
I don't understand this team, man.
Wow.
Get out, ball.
Break.
And what Nelly was doing there was baiting the foul.
Yeah, which like is okay, but it's like that's a tough thing to do in transition for no reason.
Exactly.
So wait, they're not going to call the foul on the shot, but they're going to call a foul on the rebound? Or did they call the foul on the shot and it was just delayed?
I think that was on the rebound.
I thought it was more egregious that they didn't call it on the shot.
Honestly.
That's what it looked like. Like, I thought that they'd call it right there. But I guess Knox just kind of pushed them. So, yeah, that'll do it.
Okay.
Well, got the lead. This is going to, I mean, it's how this game is going to go, man. They play so many close ones, like rock fight types of games. It just, I don't know. Texas A&M doesn't look like a top 10 team to me. They really don't. But at the same time, like Arkansas has got 5 turnovers already. They're shooting 30% from the field. It's like,
Yeah.
I guess you got to credit them a little bit, A&M, for doing that, but it seems kind of unforced in a number of ways for Arkansas. But
it's
they're in
weird that
the
we're
lead,
in a game where I think Arkansas has a chance to kind of like play good enough offensively to like set a tone that A&M probably can't match, which we really just haven't seen that set of circumstances. But like you said, this game has been exactly as advertised so far.
Yeah. 3 offensive rebounds for the Aggies, only the 1 bucket there for second chance points. So
That's interesting. They only have 3. I feel like they've had like 1 on every possession, damn near.
yeah, man, I thought so too. You have turned them over 3 times, so close to even there. Yeah, I mean,
well, Curtis, you brought up A&M. I was looking at it the other day. I know you have too, but their best win is what? Missouri? Because I guess look from their schedule, they beat Ole Miss by 1 and they beat Missouri by 3. And I feel like that is literally the only teams of note that they have beaten this year.
They beat Purdue.
Is Purdue still good? I will be honest, I have not watched them this year.
They're very good.
Okay.
But then that's a long time ago. Like in conference, but like they played I think Kentucky and Bama, they both played without Taylor.
Mm-hmm. Lost to Texas, which is not great.
Yeah, they got hit on the Tremont. They got Tremont marked again by Texas.
That's right. I don't know. I'm not saying that they're not a good team. I was just like, when you think about top 10 teams, especially in the SEC, when their best SEC wins are against Ole Miss and Missouri, it's just like,
right. Yeah, that's what I was trying to quantify it the best I could in the pod this morning, and was like, I feel like they're just really, really good, but they don't strike me as like that elite. When you think top 10 at this stage of the year, you're like, oh, this is like a national championship contender. No disrespect. I just don't think they're that. I mean, they're really good, but come on now.
Somebody's mad about Sarah Huckabee being in a U of A commercial. Did they get rid of the Dream On commercials?
Yeah, Dream On's been abolished for a few months now.
We should just play that commercial during our commercial breaks on the stream every time. Just find the old commercial, put the file in, just get people pissed. Dream On. Dream On.
It's definitely my favorite Dream On song ever.
Had odd options there.
Yeah.
Man.
I'm not agreeing at all with ESPN's analytics.
I beg, what the crap is this crap? Like, what is this?
They also have North Carolina at like 92% to make the tournament or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a hard time believing Georgia has a better chance of making the tournament than Arkansas. Sorry.
Right. It's ESPN, like their BPI, that's one of like 14 criteria that the selection committee looks at. So,
well, they say, I mean, you're talking about literally, they say Oklahoma has double the percentage chance of making the tournament than Arkansas. Come on.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing that this ESPN thing is like projecting your future games and being like, you're going to lose here, you're going to lose here. Or is that just like a as of today type of thing?
I don't know.
That's a good question.
But even so, like Oklahoma, I was looking at their schedule the rest of the way. I mean, they have Florida, Mississippi State, Kentucky, Ole Miss, and Missouri still on their schedule. So it's like they're probably not going to win any of those.
Michael, you said anyone in foul trouble. Arkansas's got 2 fouls. Z and Thero have 1 apiece.
Is this Mr. Anderson Garcia?
Yeah, the 6'6" dude that gets like 9 offensive rebounds a game or whatever.
It looked like what's his name from My Cousin Earl. Did you guys ever watch that show?
Yeah, I don't watch it, but
or is it not My Cousin Earl? Maybe it is I don't know. Something like that. My Name is Earl. That was that. Yeah.
All I know is that Earl had to die.
Yeah.
Oh man, Curtis, you're talking about not small, but guys having more rebounds than they probably should. Josh Hart is averaging 10 rebounds a game in the NBA this year.
Is he?
Josh freaking Hart.
Still playing like power forward or whatever?
Yeah, pretty much. Crazy.
That was not a great possession.
No.
They just ran out of time. If this was the old rules where you had 35 seconds, that would have been a good possession.
Bucket.
Yeah. This is going to be a long game.
Oh, I'm getting me another bottle of water.
Crazy.
It's gonna be a long one.
I was actually I was noticing the stat broadcast. I was like, oh wow, we're caught up. And then I'm like, oh, this is why. Hey Curtis, what kind of wood is that behind you? Mahogany?
Rich
Oak?
mahogany. Yeah.
This,
Sense of rich mahogany.
2006 Nissan is looking for some in the mill to bang my head on.
Not yet. No head banging off the wood until the second half, at least. And it's just a backdrop. There's a sheetrock or whatever behind it. So
You know what kind of wood they're going to have at Baum Walker Stadium today? Gauge wood.
Gauge good today.
Gauge good
Feeling
today
it?
for sure.
Love it. We're still looking at this, or
I'd say, what are they looking at?
To see if it touched the rim, which
But
it
it
did
wasn't
not.
even close. Like,
hmm.
man.
Well, jeez Louise.
Easy.
It's a dunk show.
No rim protection to be found today.
No. Yeah, y'all got to reverse the ball. There you go. Terrible. Yeah, Arkansas is playing on their heels. You see how spread out A&M's got them?
Oh.
Billy just gets his head taken off on that legal screen, and they both get dunked on. Great.
The double putting them through the rim is crazy.
I mean,
What a play.
wow.
What a play.
Boy, DJ
Work
barely
there.
got in bounds there.
Yeah, he did. Was that Thero on the pass?
It was.
Yeah, nice. That was really nice.
Chalk talk.
Yeah, Nelly, you can't give up baseline to that dude putting it on the floor.
Yeah, if you give a baseline to a guy in long sleeves on the court, it's just a tough look.
He's channeling that kid's channeling JP McCura today.
Look at all that blue on the Razorback bench.
Disgusting.
Calipari or Brad Calipari's got like 4 different shades of blue on.
Yeah.
Man.
Is this kid related to Hugh? Do we know?
Dude, I was just about to bring that up. I saw H. Hefner, and I'm like, oh, perfect. No, because if that's the case, I would assume that if he was related, he's a lot cooler than this kid going to Texas A&M.
Let's just not. Why? It's tough, man. It's a grown man's game in the paint here.
Do you feel like DJ should have just maybe tried to score it himself?
I
when there was
do.
no one defending him?
I do think that, and like Z should have been able to catch that and throw it down. He did also get hit in the back of the head, and they didn't call it. But you know,
I feel like this is totally going to be a DJ Wagner game where we're like, man, he was horrible, and then we look up and he's like, hey, it's 7 assists.
yeah. I just hope they make 7 baskets in this game.
I don't think you can get 7 in this one. And 7 turnovers for Arkansas.
Yeah, it's just, I mean, A&M's grown men. Like it's just weight room, man versus boy down there.
Goodness gracious, man. The interior is just getting absolutely penetrated repeatedly in rhythm.
I mean, okay, good. Soft as can be, but I'll take it. I mean, again, look at this dude. Like he's not even that big. 11, and he's just muscling everybody.
Almost like Thero like jumped like out of the frame almost when he was trying. I don't know what that was. Maybe he's afraid of getting another foul. I don't know.
You got good Z at the line today. That's awkward.
That was crazy. That was crazy behavior from you, Curtis.
Just give him a compliment and he misses one. Goodness. There we Was that on Z?
Nah, I think they called it on Nelly.
I hope so.
Yeah. At least according to the
It
stat.
was his fault, so.
I'm honestly shocked that Z is not taking a 3 yet.
Yeah, it's kind of like we talked about the other day. Defenses are just it's not that hard to take away in specific actions. They're just going to dare him to go finish in the paint.
Ball don't lie.
Attaboy. There we go.
Also, real quick, I watched a little bit of the game day. I was very disappointed with the Alabama showing at College Game Day today. Sad.
Really? I didn't check it out.
Did you watch the dude they had shooting the half court shots?
Yeah, it was an Auburn kid.
He couldn't even get it within. He couldn't even get to the free throw line.
Yeah, that was bad.
Really
no, the Auburn kid shot the 3. They pulled him from the crowd, and he missed it so badly he airballed it, and everyone laughed at him.
2 fouls on Nelly, so he's done for the next 8 minutes. Which, okay.
Yeah, I'd say.
Okay, mid-range Carter. How about that?
Carter's going to be the offensive threat today, boys.
Yeah. Cooking a little bit. 3 of 3. That's 2 mid-range. He had the transition score. There's a rebound.
Yeah, he's comfortable. He's confident with those shots he's taking. I like that. I mean, like in a game like this, a little bit of shot making.
Yeah. They call that on the floor?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. Ellie Duncan just jumped on my screen. I wish I could have seen the replay.
It must have been on the jump stop when they actually whistled it. So.
Interesting.
Yeesh.
Well, Arkansas's hanging in there. I mean, they're still not playing well, but A&M is not going to make enough shots to really put them away. I don't think either team's going to pull away in this game.
I mean, both teams are shooting sub 40%. I mean, 66% from free throw line.
This is definitely going to be after the game. It's either going to be I did or I have to start dragging these guys across the finish line. It's going to be one of those close ones.
Mm-hmm. I love how he's like, anytime his team doesn't just absolutely kick someone's ass, he's like, I had to absolutely will them with my guts across the finish line. Yeah, okay. College basketball really needs to reassess continuation for sure. Like it's so bad, and like the NBA is probably too far where like you could get fouled at half court and then go up for a layup and they'll be like, oh yeah, it was a shooting in the motion of shooting. Mm-hmm. There's a lot of room in between the two. Where college, you basically have to have that sucker up against the glass before they're like, all right, yeah, that was a shooting foul.
Right. Grant talks and he knows what's up. Second half team.
There you go.
That was definitely true on Wednesday, right?
Mm-hmm. Big time.
It's been true about 7 or 8 times this year, frankly.
Kim says we're hanging in there like hair in a biscuit.
There you go.
All right.
Yeah, Caden, I think we were all afraid of a game like this. Rock fight, man. Slog fest.
Maybe.
But this is, I mean, the only pathway. God, why am I saying this? Because we know what's going to happen. The biggest path to this not being a close game would have been Arkansas being the team that was asleep early. Like A&M just jumping on them 12-2 right out of the gates, and then like the tone setter, just like we had at Missouri. But they got off to a pretty good start here. It's got all the makings of a close game and a heartbreaking L.
It'll be a beautiful, magnificent dub if Arkansas can pull it out.
There we go. Nelly sucks.
Outside of that one god awful 3 he took, I haven't been like super displeased with him. What else did he do? He got called for that double dribble.
Yeah,
he let that white guy drive baseline. That was a little tough.
Missed a couple shots, but like outside of Carter Knox, the whole team sucks.
Yeah.
So I mean, again, like if we have to pick somebody every game.
Yeah. Well, and I always see people where they're like, "Oh man, Nelly, he just got to stop shooting," and I'm like, who do you want to take shots on this team? Obviously, Z is who you want. Yeah, of course you want Z, but it's like Arkansas needs shot making, and DJ Wagner doesn't give it to them. Knox is starting to here and there give it to him, but like Billy can't knock down shots. Thero can't knock down shots. Arkansas needs shot making in any way they can get it, especially in a game like this. Like if someone can give you 5 of 15, you gotta take it.
Yep.
Love seeing that. 10th in the SEC in paint points. They have 10 today. Wait, what? I don't know.
The SEC in paint points. That's actually that's not good.
Yeah, but it's like middle of the pack out of 16 teams. And I guess I thought that they were trying to say that like, oh, they're one of the worst teams. It's like, well, 10's not great.
10 as if it's like, oh, that's way below. It's like more or less they're like on pace exactly for their season average.
I don't know what that stat was trying to say.
Here we go. Where is Rupp or Moody Nelly? Where is DJ Wagner? Where is the Dude Thero? Where is Big Z? Where is Billy Richmond? Where is Trevin Brazil? Where is Jonas Adu?
Where's Melo Sanchez?
Where's Melo Sanchez, period?
That's the biggest question, honestly. But to be fair, like if they get a Nelly version or a Rupp version of Nelly or whatever in the second half, they win this game.
Dude.
Of course he makes the 3. Miss a wide open layup, give up a transition 3. Awesome. Good Lord, man. Jeez.
I really do not know
thing ever.
What has happened to Dude Thero here in the last 10 days?
Man, oh man. Well, let's keep blaming it on Nelly. Who made that 3? Wilcher. Okay, yeah. It's the dude plays 10 minutes per game, and all he does is shoots 3s.
That was awful. Like that's
frustrating, man. And like not all missed layups are created equal. And that was one you can't have.
If you want to be drafted in like, if you want to be an NBA player, it's like that's the type of look at that. Okay, Jonas Adu.
Shout out to Jonas Adu. He's on the board. Thero is going to dunk on somebody before this game's over.
I hope.
Like that.
You'd think, man.
That was rough. He's better than that. There you go. DJ ain't messing with folks, man. Yes. Dr. Sauerbomb, let Jonas cook. Feed the animal in there.
Hey, the guy scored the last 2 points for Arkansas, so you gotta get it to him.
It's just so funny how like reactionary everything is.
It's so hard not to be sometimes. It's like, hilarious, man.
Now there's like outcries where it's like, God, why don't they just go to Jonas all the time? Like,
make a layup. Yo. Like, if this is the way it's going to be, Arkansas deserves to lose this game.
I mean,
Like, I don't even know what to say.
We were not 2 of 20 on layups. That can't be.
three of 8 so far, allegedly.
That's a decent 3-point day. If you're not able to knock down jumpers and you're not able to finish at the rim, it becomes really hard to play basketball.
Yeah, man.
I mean, literally, Carter Knox mid-range jumpers is like all they can rely on right now.
That's it.
That's a scary proposition. Yeah, they had that's 3 of 8 on layups, and you had a missed dunk in there, right?
Mm-hmm. Well, 3 of 8 total. It was 0 of 1 on dunks, 3 of 7 layups.
Gotcha.
Yeah. And then just a terrible turnover by Billy there. They almost got it back.
Yeah, we always talk about the freshmen and how you kind of need one of them to step up each game, and it'd be nice if both. The last game, Arkansas had both step up. You went 1 of 2 today with the freshmen.
Yeah.
I hate to be this guy, but I'm almost like, hey, if you get to halftime and it's still 1 possession game, you're in great shape considering how you've played.
Yeah, no, they're gonna be okay here.
It's just it's frustrating because it's
opportunities.
It's one thing, it's one thing if it's like, hey, you're just you're missing a 3-pointer or whatever, but it's like you're talking about the highest percentage shots you're missing and you're having careless turnovers. Like
what? Oh, okay.
Yeah, it definitely, like when Arkansas gets in a half and they've got 9 turnovers, they've missed all these layups and they're down 1. It'll definitely feel like a little bit of a boost.
Oh yeah,
they got to crush these last 5 minutes. They cannot mess around. You just got to hold serve here.
Kind of remind me when Arkansas beat Tennessee in football, like in that first half when Arkansas was only up, I think it was like 3-0 or whatever, and yet it should have been like 16-0.
Mm-hmm.
It's kind of what it feels like. Is it's like, I don't know. Arkansas's playing really bad, and for them to only be down by 2, I guess at this point is fine. I guess it's not great.
Need a good close to the half.
It's so funny that like the entire chat is like half people being like Jonas Adu is the man, and then half being like Jonas Adu is an issue. And this is the most average Jonas Adu game of all time. I mean, he's done nothing like really that great or that bad. He's just been kind of out there.
He scored. He doesn't do that anymore. Why are people upset? People were really mad about whoever just was shaking ice into the mic or whatever.
I think that might have been me.
Let's say it was not I.
I didn't mean to do it, but it was me.
Ball don't
that was a tough miss layup. Damn. I bet A&M fans secretly hate Wade Taylor.
You think?
Yeah.
Or did they feel about him like they did, like Arkansas fans did JD Note? On the surface,
see. I'm sure a lot of them view it through that kind of lens.
Yeah. But a lot of people hated him too. So.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Yeah, dude. People definitely are anti JD Note. That tells you how stupid this damn fan base is.
Billy, they got to get Billy out, man. I'm sorry, but he's killing him. Absolutely killing him.
And definitely don't want him running the point.
And then a foul. I mean, he's just.
Yeah. Got to get him out.
You got to stop throwing the ball to the other team here.
And there's been a lot of live ball turnovers. I mean, that's one thing Arkansas really hasn't done a ton all year. Like, they're pretty good, even in their worst games.
Right.
Only having 8-9 turnovers. They're going to have 10 in the damn first half.
And this is just the recipe, man, for A&M.
Yep.
Let's think about A&M for a minute. They've played terrible. They've done nothing, but they're going to shoot 45 free throws and win the game. It's really frustrating.
Yep. They're going to be a team that shoots like 35% from the field, like 20% from three, and then win.
32 of 35 from the free throw line. Yeah.
Dude. Never mind. I was looking at something different.
That a boy.
Dude, feed Carter Knox.
Hey, man. Carter Knox is him.
Feed Carter Knox.
That was such a big shot.
Dude,
yes, it was huge, man. Let's go, Carter. Great work.
You see how little it takes to keep you in this game.
Ooh, that's
a
hog
little
ball.
bit of shot making here and there.
Ding, 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 ding.
Let's see it.
Yeah, my goodness, man. So that's 9 points on 4-4 shooting for Carter Knox.
Dude, he what was he the other day? Like 4 or 5 or something like that. Like he's had a lot of games this year where he's just like crazy efficient. Man, we really haven't seen him in a position where Arkansas has had to really rely on his scoring, where they like go to him to try and get offense. But hell, give him 10, 12 shots in this game. Let's see what happens.
Just let it rip, man. Sure. Yeah, just looking up and down the box score here right now. I mean, Arkansas is 41.2% from the field is not good, but it's not horrible against the number 6 defense in the country. They got 9 turnovers, though. That's tough. But like Thero, he's 3 points all at the free throw line. Hasn't made a shot from the field. Brazil hasn't taken a shot. Adu's got 3 points. He's 1 of 1. Knox is 4 of 4. Billy is 0 of 2 with a couple of turnovers. Nelly's 1 of 5 with a couple of turnovers. DJ's 1 of 3 with a turnover. Z's got 3 points, hasn't taken a shot from the field. And Arkansas is only down 2. Yeah. You hear all that and you're like, what in the world? They're only down 2. So
I'm taking it.
Yeah, I mean, on the road against
these next 4 minutes are going to be crucial too.
Yeah.
So I'm saying, just make sure whether you're up a possession or down a possession, just make it 1 possession by halftime.
Yeah, just hold serve, man. Just stay in this range, stay in striking distance, as they call it.
Yeah, because you'll have Big Z pretty much ready to roll in the second half. You have to get Nelly back in there. Hopefully, he doesn't commit any more fouls or anything. But the fact that Richmond, Davis, and Wagner all have 2 fouls apiece, but also Richmond and Davis have 2 turnovers and then 1 for Wagner. It's like your main guards all have 2 fouls. Right.
Yeah, you just really – I would keep playing Billy probably with 2 fouls here.
Yep.
And then you just really can't afford to pick one up in the last 4 minutes from Thero or Z to get them to 2, because then you're going to be going through it in the second half. Let's see. Wow. Luke says if we get to the half down by 10 or less, I feel confident in us being able to pull it out.
I don't know about
that.
If
Arkansas was down 9 at half, I would throw a chair in my room.
I'm going to be really upset if that winds up being the case. We do this every game, but it's like, hey, the last 4 minutes are really important. If they're down by more than about 5 at halftime, I'm going to be irritated.
Done, dude. Done. Hey, shout out to Dre. Shout out to Dre. Not NBA ready. So now we can confirm Arkansas officially has 0 NBA players.
Yeah.
Until they make more shots, and then they'll be back on the NBA mock draft.
That's exactly right. B. Walter says, I'm impressed how composed you guys are. I'm acting a fool right now. It's so hard to watch. I don't know what I was expecting today.
I don't know how composed we've been, frankly.
I've had a couple moments. I'm trying.
I'm numb to it.
Wait until the second half.
I've learned that Arkansas fans they wake up mad. They get out of bed and they're just like, who's going to ruin my day? Nelly,
Saturdays. Yeah.
Will McIntyre. Who's going to do it? I hate the Hogs.
Yeah.
Saturdays are not fun days for Razorback fans more often than not.
They hate it, dude. I really do think it's a reverse jinx thing where people or Hog fans feel like if I just publicly throw bad things into the atmosphere, it'll be like I'll be proven wrong. So literally before Brazil's in the game, people are like, "Oh, Trevin Brazil sucks."
Yeah. Exactly. Speaking of Trevin Brazil, I thought he was had a clear path to the basket there for a little oop, but I'm not mad at Billy for not throwing it.
He would have definitely thrown it to. It would have definitely gotten turned over.
Yeah, we know how this goes.
He didn't really have an angle to make the pass, honestly.
Another turnover. I mean, he's just killing them.
Billy got to get. I mean, I know you can't. It sucks. It's like I don't know what I want.
Can afford another one from DJ or
I know, but it's like God, he is just killing them right now.
Well, and again, it's like all the things that we love about Billy Richmond, none of them include the ball in his hands creating offense.
Yeah.
And that's what they're asking him to do on like 70% of their possessions without DJ.
I love how they went to close out on that dude.
Yeah.
Realized who it was and decided not to.
And
there
then
you go. Draw a foul.
Airballed it.
Hang in there. Get your head up, Billy.
Yep.
The good thing about him though is that like he's dropped his head a couple times after the turnovers, but it doesn't affect him on the other end. Like he's still playing hard on defense and
yeah, his energy is not going to go away.
Yeah.
And yeah, once you're able to get into the second half, get DJ back in there, have him play off ball. Like, there's still a way for him to help, but he definitely cannot be on ball, creating possessions, being asked to do stuff offensively. He needs to just be in the flow.
Our friend Jessica Davis says every game we play, the refs try to screw us with fouls. Why? It's life as a Razorback.
I would say because the refs hate us at Arkansas.
But
Everyone
I mean,
wants to punch the pig.
It's anyone who goes to College Station and plays a Buzz Williams team feels the same way. It's
like, and anybody that's ever watched like A&M basketball, like they know it. They hate everyone hates their style. It's so disgusting.
I mean, that's a heck of a shot by Wade Taylor. Good defense by Carter. I mean, it's just a great shot.
Nothing you can do about that.
Yeah.
Again, so now what is Wade Taylor, like 1 of 5 or something like that? But in this type of game, dude, you just got to get shots up.
Yep.
They all feel like daggers.
Just try 35's overplaying so much. And then Arkansas doesn't come up with that offensive rebound. Thero's the only one there.
Dude. What is going on?
Oh, my God.
Sit. And boy, I sure thought Arkansas fouled a couple times there, but
oh, wow, they didn't. Wow.
Take
it.
I mean, Thero, this dude's not even an offensive threat. He's just blowing by you, man. Something just doesn't seem quite right with the dude, man.
The Monstars have taken his talents out from Space Jam.
He looks
more, like he's not in position on defense. Like he's just all over the place.
Yeah. I think his energy and stuff seems a little bit better today than it did the other day, but just not playing like we're used to seeing here. Yeah, now we're hitting the danger zone
now, man.
Goodness gracious.
Dude, come on, finish strong. Got to finish strong here.
Need a good possession. I think we got to get it back to Carter, right?
President.
Who else is doing anything?
Dude, no way.
Why not? Sure.
Thero.
Just like we all anticipated.
Yeah. Oh, something's wrong with a dude, man.
It almost looked like that was like a drawn up possession. It was like our go-to right here. We're gonna get a little spot up 3. He looked like Reggie Miller right there.
I mean, yeah, it just looks smooth. NBA ready. It's so
good
funny.
Rebound.
I'll say this about Thero. His end of the year, if you cut up his best highlights of the year, you're gonna be like, this is literally LeBron.
Oh my goodness, yeah. Easy Jonas with the double. Oh boy. Oh, okay. Yeah, that worked.
Oh my gosh.
Whatever. How about a stop and then last shot, and then we're no matter what, we'd be in good shape.
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Okay. We'll talk it over. A little timeout, of course. Oh man, this is stressful.
is. Hey, shout out to our guy Dre. I meant to go back to it. We'll see another super chat. He says, I hate how A&M are baiting for fouls every drive.
That's their game, man.
What they do.
That is definitely their game. I don't know how to feel.
Dude, I don't either. I'm pissed, but also like
encouraged.
Okay. Yeah.
Like, wow, they like DJ and Nelly haven't even played the last 5-6 minutes or something, and
Yeah.
they're in decent position. Do we want them to play? I don't know.
I don't know.
Oh, so they did the top 16 reveal. There's A&M as up there with the 2 seed. Wow. Way up there.
Wow. So that, I mean, by judging by that, if
They're-
Arkansas were to win this game, this would be like Arkansas should be way up there. Yeah.
If Arkansas wins this game, they get a 4th quad 1A victory. And since the onset of the net, no team with 4 Q1A victories has not made the field.
Yeah. Well, and you remember how good we felt going into that Bama game where we were like, man, you beat Texas, you're playing with house money here. That's certainly how that trip to Auburn would all of a sudden feel. If you win this game, you can just mess around.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, that was a ballsy pass. Worked out for him. Of course it worked out for him. Just
Every time.
it's scouting report malpractice. Like, this dude barely plays. When he comes in the game, it is for one reason. It is to shoot a 3 every time he touches the ball. And Arkansas just has this thing about leaving him wide open. It takes us to the half, or
Yeah, it looks like it.
yeah, that's not good. I think that's the difference in your ball game.
Yep.
Yeah, I was gonna say we talk about all the time about how important this like closing the half is.
Wait.
Right there.
They're bringing them back on the court.
Okay, I thought Arkansas was hesitant.
I thought they got fouled personally, but I didn't. This is our 3rd or 4th review of the game.
It didn't get it off if they're looking at that.
Yeah, it's not even close.
Goodness gracious, man.
Cal just mouthed the foul on my guys.
Well, yeah, like maybe 21 just pushing Jonas out of bounds.
Yeah. I mean, that's what I was saying. I was like, maybe they called the foul, and no.
Yeah, the difference between like a 2-point deficit and a 5-point deficit just feels so large in this game.
Yeah. Is Jonas going to the line?
I don't know what's happening.
They've broken stat broadcasts, so I don't know.
I did see the kid harassing Chuck Barrett, actually. Hayden, I was getting ready to bring that up.
Wait, what?
Kid harassed Chuck Barrett?
It's like the kid was trying to take his headset off or something. It was really weird.
When was this?
Just a couple minutes ago. Oh, no, of course, it's A&M's ball. Maybe they'll go ahead and hit a 3 to.
Is that our ball? Is that our ball? You know about that? It's a classic.
You get to look at it. That's just, goodness. Yeah, no, I'm very discouraged.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, that was a I wouldn't. I don't know if you can call it a dagger when it's like the team's 3rd 3 of the game, but
yeah,
it definitely was a little disheartening that 3 down there. I mean, Arkansas. To be fair, Arkansas's gotten a couple of unexpected, unlikely 3s themselves, but
Want to go see this thing with Chuck Barrett that everyone's talking about.
I mean, Arkansas is very much like like in the game. Like it's not all it's going to take is kind of one stretch where they just really knock down a couple shots, don't turn the ball over. But just having that deficit, you feel like A&M is going to make a few more shots.
Yeah,
I'm surprised at the rebounding. Would y'all be surprised if I told you it's only a 4 rebound deficit?
Yeah, I mean, only 5 offensive rebounds given up. It's I mean, they're doing good work there. Just
I mean, the big one is 10 turnovers. You cannot turn the ball over 10 times and a half in a game like this where every possession is I mean, points are at a premium. It's just really tough.
Yeah, careless with the ball. Just a couple really, really bad defensive breakdowns, and here we are.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean, it's not gonna take much for Arkansas to get right back in this thing and hell, even get a lead. But I really question on the road against a team that wins games like this. You know, Arkansas's in this game and they're kind of adapting to it. But A&M, like you said, plays this game every single night. This is just how they wake up and play in these games. And so it's like, I feel like at home, they're so comfortable in these type of settings in terms of the game and the pace and the flow. It's gonna be tough, but
we're gonna be talking about that 3 at the end of the game. We're gonna be talking about how the end of the first half ruined us here.
Yeah. And a lot of Arkansas's best wins of the year, or most important wins, they've had a huge 3 in the final minute. Like against Georgia, they were down like 12 or 15 maybe. Z hits that 3 that kind of gives you a little bit of a bump going into half. Against Kentucky, Trevin Brazil hits a huge 3, and then I think there was maybe one other one right after that. Kind of gives you that bump, and then now we're seeing the other end of it, and you feel it, man. It's a huge swing.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I just saw the thing with Chuck. I was wondering what that was.
Boys. What are we going to do?
Here we are again with you're at halftime, and Arkansas's starting backcourt is 2 of 8 from the field with 5 points. I mean,
yeah, weirdly enough, your wings are making shots. We've praised DJ Wagner for his ability to kind of know when it's his time, and he's very patient offensively, and he hasn't shot well in most of these SEC games. He's 1 of 3 today. I feel like at some point, DJ can pretty much get whatever shot attempt he wants. Defenses have shown they will give it to him, whether that's a 3, whether that's a pull-up at the elbow, whether that's a drive floater in the lane. I feel like DJ as a scorer, it's not like you need that much. What is he? I mean,
he averages 10.
Maybe 3 buckets from him. Maybe 3 buckets from him. But I feel like he's got to step up because he's, again, how many times? I mean, he had the wide open 3 in the corner. He had the wide open floater that he chose not to take. And I do appreciate his patience and his steady hand. But I feel like at some point, Arkansas just needs, like you said, some of that from their backcourt. Like someone's just got to make plays.
Yeah, I mean, those guys have to score. No team in the history of basketball has won a bunch of games when they're 1 and 2, can't put it in the net.
Yeah.
They both, and honestly, like in this one, can they just both get to their average? Can they both get to 10?
Yeah.
Because that means both of them had pretty decent second halves. And I mean, Z hasn't even taken a shot. So there are reasons to think Arkansas could get some things going offensively for sure.
For sure. And I mean, look, that works on both sides. I'm sure A&M sitting there thinking, oh man, we're in this game and Wade Taylor's only 1 of 6, blah, blah, blah. Yeah, It works both ways. But yeah, I would definitely recommend giving the guy who's averaging 25 a game in the last couple games, I would probably give him a few shot attempts in this half.
Yeah, find a way to get the man going a little bit.
I like this from Brandon, who does a great job in the chat. He says, I don't know who these guys think are going to block their shot. A&M has no rim protection. Know your personnel, damn it.
No, seriously.
Great point, Drew. Because I mean, again, you just feel that kind of hesitancy around the rim from Arkansas, and like Billy's miss that he had, it was just like an alligator arm, and there was nobody even really contesting the shot.
Yeah. Yeah, they're physical, but you're right. They're definitely not rim protectors, man. Yeah, Charlie Shepard said they got to stop taking the baseline drive bait. You're right. Like A&M they do the no middle thing, so they give you the baseline by design, and every time Arkansas drives it, they turn it over.
Yeah, it's at least 3 or 4 of those 10 turnovers have come on that exact. I mean, Billy did it twice, I believe.
Mm-hmm. So we'll see. I mean, they are in position. Just it's a weird feeling because if they lose, people are going to be freaking out, and you really shouldn't, because everyone kind of projects you to lose this game anyway, like from a tournament perspective. But man, if they could just find a way to sneak it, man, you steal it, and it just takes so much pressure off of their shoulders.
Yeah. Again, it's not a loss that, like, if Arkansas loses this game by 5, let's just say that, it'd be hard to be like really annoyed. The only way I think you could be really pissed if you're a Hog fan is if they just like get kind of separated from in the second half and it ends up being like a double-digit type of loss. Like that would be that'd be crazy
for sure.
Well, it's just like even like the halftime stats are just like, if you would have told me at halftime that Arkansas would be having the same amount of free throws as A&M with the same amount of makes as A&M, as well as only getting out rebounded slightly by 4 and actually shooting better from the field, you're like, okay, Arkansas is winning. But it's like those 10 turnovers are just so brutal.
Yeah. Shout out to Mike Teed Up. Gives us a super chat. Appreciate that, Mike. He says, I know it didn't look good, but Billy's minutes are huge. Didn't have to play our 2 best guards with 2 fouls. Should have legs for a push from them too. That's a good point. I mean, Billy's minutes, it was a mixed bag.
It did not look good. You're right.
But in terms of the having a push, how many minutes did Z play also in this half? He played 9 minutes with only 1 foul. And I mean, look, I'm sure that's a little bit of a matchup thing, but yeah, those cats should be well rested. And so yeah, we'll see if they can make a push.
Yeah, Cats by 90. I just want to pop on here real quick and tell you that you're wrong as always, but we appreciate
dude, he's addicted. He is addicted to just saying blatantly incorrect things.
It's just falsehood after falsehood after false. It's unreal, man. Never seen anything like it.
Well, it's crazy how many times, and not just Cats by 90. I don't want to just pick on him, but how many times people come into the chat and just say shit about stuff that they clearly have never, like, not looked into any research, have not like done any type of prep to see if they're telling the truth. They just say stuff.
Yeah, no, it never fails. You can never get into a nuanced argument with anyone from BBN because they just make shit up. It's crazy. Literally, when we were talking about the top 16 seeds earlier, and A&M, is listed as a 2 seed or whatever, I saw 3 people in the chat that were like, "Oh, hey, there's no way A&M's a 2 seed." It's like we're just reporting what is happening in real life. Like that's just what's happening. Man, I don't know what my plan is in terms of heading over to Bomb. Shout out to our guy Hayden Ulmer, by the way, hooking me up with a cool seat. But
as a max
4:15 now. I honestly don't know. I think it might be though.
I think that's where he sits. So yeah,
I think it might be. But yeah, it's gonna be. I don't know. 12:15. That half took a little bit long. Arkansas's had multiple first halves this year that have ended under an hour, like 52, 55 minutes. This one was not one of those. So we'll see. I'll probably maybe the under 12 timeout is when I will leave you boys to carry this team to the finish line yourselves.
We'll do our best.
Let's hope.
Yep.
Has my audio been messed up, guys?
Yes.
Okay. So that's up.
It sounded like it was your computer.
No. Does it still sound like that?
Not anymore. No.
I was trying to find a way to where I don't have to hold this stupid thing the entire time.
Nah, you got to.
Did you have it? Did you have it clipped just now?
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I was trying to do. See if I could have it clipped.
Why it wasn't. Huh. That's weird.
All righty, boys. Is Arkansas going to knock down enough shots? They need to knock down maybe 4.
Would be a
No,
nice start.
I'm not grumpy, man. I'm sick of your folks. Just if you wouldn't make shit up, like that's the only thing.
Right.
Like I really don't mind it, but it's just people just make things up. I had so many people yesterday hit me with the John Calipari hasn't won an NCAA tournament game since 2019, and like I don't even have to defend him for the bad early exits he took because that's just a lie. Like he won one 2 years ago. Like I just don't understand why people make things up. It's so strange.
And I want to also clarify that like it's not even like a thing where it's like, oh yeah, you're a Kentucky fan, and that's like because we talk to a lot of Kentucky fans that like have brains and that we enjoy, having some basketball combos with. But like you said, Curtis, it's we just come in here saying stupid stuff. It's like I don't know, man.
it's unreal.
Knox says, surely you have something that can make a little mic stand for make a little stand for your mic, John. Yeah, I mean, I could really get weird with it and like put it on a cereal box or something, but that's just not going to happen.
Why are y'all all so triggered about that? Like, I've seen a bunch of people that are like, wow, John, mic stand, can't get a mic stand. Like, obviously, y'all know the Lexington luggage debacle. Like, y'all know about that. Like, y'all can hear him. It sounds good. Like, shut up.
How would we grade John's hands?
B+ for sure.
B+ hand. Yeah. So
there are people that say that I have small hands. Do these look small hands to you? And people say that small hands mean I have something else that's small, and I can tell you there's no problem there. You guys know the reference, please?
I wasn't paying attention. What'd you say?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yeah, I don't think I know it.
It was Donald Trump when he was talking about. They said he had small hands back in the primary debates, and he was like, and they've referred to me having something else that is small, and I can tell you that is not the case.
Hey, Trump does have small hands, though.
Well, proportionate to his body. I mean, he's a big old donkey. I mean, he's 6'5". Just like you just think that there would be like it'd be like Curtis having my sized hands. Be like, what the hell?
I can barely grip a basketball, like somewhat.
I was getting ready to ask you if you could palm a basketball.
I can palm a basketball just barely, but I got to get it on the lines. I got to get on the lines.
Mic'd up. That's crazy, bro. That's crazy.
Oh wow!
Oh,
wow! Wow!
We're off the rails. It's halftime.
Listen, it's part of it now. We got to have our daily off the rails moments.
Yeesh.
Between that and the Sydney Sweeney stuff and just everything going off the rails.
They about to start this half back up. How much time we got? A few minutes?
Yeah. Who gets the ball?
I don't know.
Arkansas got the tip, but I don't know about.
I don't think there was any jump balls during the game, right?
I don't know. I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Did that have like on stat broadcast? Stat broadcast? Did they not have it where it shows who has possession? Like the possession arrow? Yeah. I thought so too. I guess not.
Samuel said that Vandy's up 8 against Tennessee 8 minutes in. They already beat them once.
they own those boys.
Tennessee's just I'm going to say it. They're fraudulent. I know they beat the hell out of Arkansas, but people thinking this is going to be the Rick Barnes team that gets to the Final Four, you're crazy.
Oh, no, yeah. This is the worst team they've had. And look, they've had a lot of good teams, a lot of teams that have a very high floor. I think this is the worst Tennessee team they've had in like the last 5 years for sure.
Yeah. And that's a testament to how good of a job that program has done. But like, it's not
saying much because like they've had good teams, but this is the worst one though.
I definitely don't think they're as good as they were last year. Yeah, somebody asked about the hate watch. So let me.
Oh yeah, Goodman tweeted something about that, right?
Let me pull up the scores and see what we're.
Tweeted the times in Eastern. Ay, man.
So it's still early, but we've got Pitt is up on by 5 against Miami. They're like on the fringe outside of they're outside of the bubble for sure. but they were in there earlier. If they lose to Miami, they're toast, man.
By the way, I'm just now noticing that Vanderbilt Tennessee game's like 10 minutes in.
Yeah, they just got started there. That's at Tennessee. It'd be crazy if now it's a 10-point game. It'd be crazy if Tennessee didn't win that game at home. Anybody else worthwhile playing yet? Not really. Yeah, most of it's later. There's a couple that will both help and hurt you. Like SMU and Wake. And so, like, whoever wins, that's going to be a nice little bubble win for them. Whoever loses, that's good for Arkansas. You would hope, I guess, that the home team wins, because then it would just be a quad 2 win for them. I'm not sure where that game's being played. And then there was one more. Oh, BYU and Kansas State. And I know BYU is kind of right there in all those mixes, like the last 4 in or whatever with Arkansas. I think they need to win this game at home. Because, again, it would just be a quad 2, but then it could just knock off. Like, Kansas State's they built up a head of steam here with all these wins they've been rattling off. And so that could kind of really derail a little bit what they have going on. I say let's go ahead and get them out of the conversation maybe. Yeah. And do need Kentucky to beat Texas today for sure. And I know they don't have a single guard, but it doesn't matter for them. For
Texas
whatever
has
reason.
guys out too, right? I think Kaluma might not play. He's doubtful today.
Doubtful, yeah. Oh shoot, we're playing ball.
Mm-hmm.
All right, game on. Here we go.
All righty, boys.
Charlie says, do you think 7 wins gets us in, even if South Carolina and LSU are 2 of the wins? It can, for sure. 2 things I would say. It maybe depends on who those wins wind up being. It depends on what other, goodness gracious, man, bubble teams do around you. But then you're probably in a position to go get one in Nashville, and then you'd be all right.
Oh, come on.
Yeah, that's a tough. It's just they do good things, and then they just kick themselves in the foot.
I was just about to commend Nelly for doing the steal thing.
Good, Z. All right. Game on. You can get Z a shot.
There's been multiple times where like Arkansas guys have just knocked A&M guys to the floor off the ball, and they just haven't called anything.
Yeah,
I appreciate that, because A&M flops a ton.
Nelly, I mean, that's just oh boy. Yeah.
Was that just a short shot? Did it get blocked? Like, what was that?
I think it got tipped a little bit.
Z's just too damn slow on the.
Everybody asking why Big Z only played 9 minutes. I agree he should have played more, but it's because he was so soft on the interior.
Yeah.
A&M only created like 4 decent looks in the entire first half, and almost all of them were right at the rim.
It's weird that they're not just doing a lot more extreme drop coverage, because none of A&M's bigs can shoot it at all.
I would be threatening them to daring them to take a bunch of pull-up jumpers, which they will take.
Okay.
They listened to us at halftime, and they were like, wait a minute, these guys won't block our shots. We can just throw them up there. And now they're getting that shit packed.
They call that on the floor, I assume?
Yeah.
It's always on the floor, dude. It doesn't matter. They could have been in the rim. They would have called it on the floor.
What now, bro?
Oh, my God.
Oh, they're saying he has 2 free throws.
How?
Honestly, I agree with this assessment, because he definitely was in the act of I mean, I know college basketball's stupid, but
I'll take it.
First thing he did when the ball hit his hand was put it up.
Was he trying to do like a tip in? Is that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like he was getting dragged down while he was trying to do it, but like, I mean,
I gotcha.
Okay, Z.
Yeah, Chris Benson, I'm with you, man, about no need in guarding his assignments. He doesn't need to be outside the lane on those dudes for sure.
That's facts. I didn't realize that Auburn game's at 3. I just assumed it'd be a night game.
Only Arkansas gets night games.
Well, he's bumping him off his spot, I guess.
They called that
That's that treatment Wade Taylor is going to get, though.
dude. Like we see guys getting bodied up like crazy and no fouls called, and this guy just gets a little hit, and he's foul. Got to call it, and they called it on the shot too.
Man. SEC superstar. I feel very uncomfortable with this game right now.
Oh,
yeah, 100%. I don't like the way it's
trending. You gotta need a little flurry here, fellas. There we go. Nelly finished the layup. Oh, well. A left-handed layup goes in for John L. Davis.
There must be swine in the sky.
That's baby food. Yeah. I mean, I just don't think this is Z's game. I mean, he's been put in the rim 3 times. Late on pick and rolls. He's extending too far.
Well, and you'd be living with it if he were making shots at the other end, or at least taking shots.
Finished one there, which is good to see. But my goodness, man, he's
gonna have to. I mean, again, it all comes down to shot making. Like if he's gonna make 3 threes in this half, you can definitely afford to play this game. But
right.
Without the shot making, it's going to be really tough. And so I like him getting going there a little bit.
Just stay there. I mean, again. There we go. Now he's playing a little bit ticked off now, getting aggressive in there. He's still extending too much. There's no need. Goodness. I mean, it just he didn't even have to duck his shoulder to create some separation and put it on him there.
Oh, they went jump ball there, eh? I thought that would be a foul.
All right. Oh, we got to look. Bro. Oh, he got fouled. This is crazy. This is wild.
I hate this game, man. Like I'm not even enjoying it.
Oh, goodness gracious, man. I'm just glad they got Z an open 3. Open look. He missed it, whatever.
Yeah. No, for sure.
But like how did Thero?
I don't know.
That's gotta be an and one that invigorates your bench.
I
wonder, I mean, like I'm not trying to like spin conspiracy theories or anything, but like we've obviously covered how he's been ill in multiple games this year. I wonder if it's just like kind of like softened him up. So like at this point of the year, he's just not at full force where it's like, you know, like when you get mono and then you like lose a bunch of weight and it takes you weeks to come back. Like I'm being dead serious. Like I wonder if there's something, I don't know the details of his illness and I'm not trying to like, you know, really speculate too much.
Trying to diagnose the man. But
he clearly looks like a different like version of himself. And he's still playing hard though, you know, like he's still trying.
Mm-hmm.
The effort's always going to be there. It's just like,
I just don't understand.
So I just had someone text me and tell me that our score bug was still stuck on halftime. I'm looking at it and I see it correct, but I don't know if for people who are watching on the actual stream, let us know if that's not right.
Yeah. We actually had someone earlier that was like complaining that it was too fast, which I think if it's anything, it's that. And also it's like,
Jesus, dude. Like A&M's not like, it just pisses me off. It's like they're not good. Like they're not
that good. Yeah,
no.
I mean, respect to them.
Yeah.
Like it's what they do or whatever. But goodness gracious,
They're really a testament to just how good you can be in college basketball if you're just not stupid.
I don't know if I'm going to make it through the second half without
Dude.
losing it, man.
Oh my God.
Well, hanging in there.
They are hanging in there. I think Carson might have given Anderson Garcia, or Carter Knox may have given Anderson Garcia a concussion there. Looked like whenever he was going to that ball, he hit his head off the wood.
Do you think if Arkansas wins this game that A&M will just retire these jerseys forever? That they'll just be like,
They
yeah,
should.
we
should
tried
burn
something
them.
new, and okay, Z, come on, baby. I don't hate it. But he is just getting absolutely diced though in the ball screens. And they're able to set him so low because he's not extending out at all. And his guards aren't getting over and help. Just pick and roll defense, man. It's just yikes.
Incoming BBN. We told you to pick and roll. Cal don't know. He don't
Yeah,
know.
Cats 590, where you at, man?
He don't know.
Big shot.
Feed Carter Knox.
Come on.
Like,
Love that
is
about
Carter
you.
Knox the most quiet, bright spot of like a blue chip prospect continuing to just develop?
Yeah. My goodness.
Like, it's not even been like a thing we've been talking about a ton of like, oh yeah, Carter, this 5-star is starting to God dog. God.
Son of a bitch, man.
Ah. I mean, that's just tough. That's just tough sledding.
Another
there, man.
turnover. Goodness gracious, dude. On your
Wow.
yeah, lights out.
Yeah. If that's the way it's going to be, if you're going to do that type of turnover, get out of here. Go home. Just go home.
And this feels like 7 points is not insurmountable, but in this type of game, that's a fat cushion, man.
I mean, just not paying attention at all. Cal and Thero talking about dinner plans in the middle of the freaking game.
All right, boys, I'm officially going to set myself up to be the jinx. I am leaving with Arkansas down 7. So if they lose by anything less than 7 or win the game, I will resign from my job at Inside Arkansas.
Okay.
That's a lie. They're going to need a wrecking ball to get me out of here. But I'm going to Baum-Walker Stadium. I love both of you boys. The Hogs are going to pull this out. They'll play better basketball when I'm not here. I guarantee it.
Thanks. We like it.
Godspeed.
Let's see. How do I change this layout?
I'll take care of it.
Go and
You'll
we'll
take
do
care of it?
Yes, I'll take
Should I
care of it.
dip out and then you do it?
I'll tell you what, I'm going to remove you myself. And then I'm going to take care of it myself like that. And then we're going to flip it. There it is.
There we go. Okay. Ay.
Yeah, this is just, I don't know. I'm just so mad because it's like, this is a game that I didn't fully expect Arkansas to win. I don't think most people did, but to play as absolutely trashy as they have with 13 turnovers is just awful.
Yeah, it feels like it's been a while since they've had 13 in a game.
I know.
It's
And
been the
A&M,
one thing they've been really, really good about.
yeah, and it's like both teams have fouled 10 times. Like fouls are the same. I mean, again, that's the stupid thing about it is A&M is not just that better than you. Like, oh man, they're just a mountain of basketball greatness. It's just you're killing yourself. You're losing yourself the game.
Yeah,
Simple as that.
tough stuff. They're doing some good things defensively, and that they just gotta stop turning. I mean, it's as simple as stop turning it over. It's like you mentioned, earlier when we look at the stats, pretty much every one of them are fairly equal.
Yeah.
except the turnovers, man.
Yep.
And what is 13 points off turnovers for A&M.
I mean, again, just plain and simple. That's all it is.
We'll see what happens, but
yeah, and it's just going to be like, again, it's one thing if you just lose the game because the other team's better than you, but like, if you just take away the stupid turnovers, or at least, like, because you're going to turn the ball over, but the stupid turnovers, like that was a stupid turnover. Take away those, and the easy buckets, like the layups and stuff, and you're literally tied or at least winning this game.
Yeah,
but
and then I mean, it's good to see Z getting going a little bit here in the second half, but like I keep going back to your guards have to score, man. I mean, what are we doing?
What does Cal do? He kicked his chair or tried to kick a chair.
I mean, let's show it one more time. I'd love to see this again. Gosh.
That's going to end up on Shacked and a Fool right there.
All right. Yeah, average less than 11 turnovers per game on the year. And
here they are.
Got to have it, DJ. Good effort, Billy. What are you? Okay. Whatever. Hey, I mean, I'll take it. There we go.
Thank you for not blowing that layup.
You get a couple stops here. Well, one is he is hooking every time he drives on the hit. I'm telling you.
Like, and I'm not trying to be that guy, but like A&M's guys, like they sell the fouls and they do the fouls.
Right. Good.
All right.
2 layups in a row for
man.
John L. Davis in his layup bag.
Whatever it takes, I do not care. Just
if they play the rest of this game without the self-inflicted wounds and lose, I'm not going to be that upset about it.
I'm not either. Like, make the gimmies and don't be stupid. Do those things, and I will be excited.
And he's really guarding. Good, DJ. There we go. Settle in a little bit. I'm glad there's not as. Oof. I'm glad they're not as emotional as me.
I know. Same. Well, my emotions just get. Oh, jeez. My emotions just get like put into like inside, and then one of these times I'm just going to explode, and I'm going to start screaming my head off. They took a media timeout? Why do we have a media timeout? It's 12:40. We don't have the under 12.
I'm not sure what that was all about.
I guess we got to get another commercial break in.
Our man Drew doesn't get it. You know, he's like, gamer runs, keep your cool. Keep
buddy.
Emotions in. This if you want that, like watch the broadcast, you know, like this is
that, but I'm sorry. Okay. What, like, if people who say this, I'm like, listen, and if you're watching us in real time, just like you're watching the game in real time, I would love to know all of you that have been sitting there watching this game, just being like, I am fine with this. Where it's totally good. It's a game of runs. It'll be all right.
He said he loves the passion, though.
You're not going to have. You are not going to be that, like, that's just not how you watch games. It's not how we consume sports. None of us do. Like,
if I was
sitting back,
if I was tuned into a watch along kind of thing or whatever, I would be irritated if it was just like 2 dudes trying to do the play-by-play or something. You know what I mean? So,
yeah, just be like, well, let me tell you, this is good stuff. You know, Arkansas is 10th in the SEC.
But I did want to pull it up just to say, I promise you, I'm holding emotions in right now.
I'm trying to.
I want to pull my hair out, man. That's why I keep it short, so I can't.
Mm-hmm. I did want to say shout out to our friend, Kentucky fan Joy to the World. She said, I wish you had a watch party with every game. I'd much rather listen to your commentary than turn the broadcast sound off. So thank you.
I appreciate that.
Yeah, I appreciate
the world.
that. Also, I thought this was funny. Zendaya, she says, I am part of the 11% of the ladies that listen to you guys. I can't believe that percentage isn't higher. Love hearing you guys talk ball and everything else in between.
Agreed. Well, tell your friends, Yeah. When you go to yoga or whatever you do, tell your friends, spread the word.
When you get your nails done, like all that stuff. Oh.
Dang, man. Yeah, Vandy is beating the brakes off of Tennessee.
What is it now?
42-26, 2 minutes left in the half. Tennessee being fraudulent. I really do wish Arkansas got another shot at them. I don't know that they beat them, but I feel very, very confident in a much more competitive game. That was just wrong team, wrong time for Arkansas, man.
Yeah, I mean, I kind of feel the same way, and again, it's always woulda, coulda, shoulda, but it's like if you played Oklahoma again at home, you win. If you play, I think if you play Ole Miss at home again, you win. Like, I think if you play LSU on the road again, I think you win. Like, there's just, that's not how it works, but it's true. It's
right.
You had bad timing, but then again, it's also like the toughest part of your schedule was here at the end. So
exactly. HH says, is there any rhyme or reason why Z gets bodied twice a game, or is it just part of playing the 5? He's a shot blocker, man. So you're going to block a lot of shots, and you just also always run the risk of getting dunked on. Some guys make business decisions and they just don't challenge at the rim. Z does. But if you really watch it, a lot of the times when he gets dunked on, it's not like he's getting posted up by a big man and just putting the rim so much as like he's just a half step late, on a guy who's rolling off of a pick and roll, or somebody takes him right off the dribble or whatever. It's usually something about being on the move and his lack of lateral speed that gets him, or he has to step over and help. A guard dumps it off and then he turns around and the dunk's already on his head. Like if he's challenging mano a mano, he's usually good. Shout out to Billy Richmond.
Why did we just show a random Memphis, Tennessee flashback? Okay, Billy.
Yeah. That's a travel on 9, but he gets the bucket anyway.
I see you're a little ahead, so I'm going to have to watch this. Oh, my gosh.
So, okay. It's interesting. Yikes. And then 9 pins him off the backboard, and he's talking to Arkansas's bench. Good, Jonas. He looks okay in there, comparatively speaking, to like a week ago.
Yes, he does.
Watch the double. President Carter.
Feed this dude.
It's unreal, man. This is crazy.
I don't want anyone else shooting but Carter Knox the rest of the way.
Feeling himself. Come on, Carter. Let's go, bro.
Please feed Carter Knox. Like, I don't care anymore. And keep letting him shoot until he misses.
Freshman of the year. I tried to tell y'all.
Yeah. See, 6 of 8, 3 of 4 from 3 with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and only 1 turnover. Like, yeah, get this guy the ball.
Carter Knox game. Let's go, man. Love this.
Golly. I know. A lot of game left, but hey, we're sitting here tied. You were down by 7 at 2 different occasions, and it's tied right now. So
Hickory Hog, you're right. I mean, we have to thank Andrew. His sacrifice has led Arkansas to playing better. Like he said, he didn't guarantee the victory. He said they would play better basketball after he left, and he's right. He's right. So,
at least for the this
for
point
now,
in time.
Yeah. We got the post Ellis bump. At least we'll see if it carries us through. Oh man. Yes, Trey. Let me. Here we go. The Carter Knox breakout. I'm here for it.
I am too.
Goodness gracious.
I don't care who does it, just somebody.
This is the thing about Carter, and like the student section pulls it up here. He says, easily his best game. I swear it feels like he hasn't even missed yet. Mid-range, quarter threes, reload threes, rim finishes. He's a dog. That's been the thing all year with Carter is like every shot he takes, I feel like it's going in, but just so many of them haven't. And that was my frustration early in the year. I'm like, the dude gets wide open shots and they look good and he's just not making them. He's gotten better and better. And you thought that eventually he was capable of something like this, though. He's got to keep it up, but it's a good development.
Could we consider this like a Trey Wade game, if you would, against Gonzaga for Carter Knox?
Yeah, I think we can. I'm here for it. And isn't it weird that you think about Trey Wade and you think about Carter Knox, and they're nearly the same size human being. And Carter Knox is, like maybe a 2 playing a 3, and Trey Wade was like a small ball 5 and a power forward. But he was also old man strength, with Trey Wade. He probably had 10 pounds on what Knox is at right now, but about the same height. And there's really not that much difference in him. It's kind of funny. Now, see, everybody's on Andrew. I'm not going to pin this on Andrew. They trying to pin an opening day loss on me yesterday, John. And
I heard.
I stuck it out. Arkansas winds up coming back and walking it off without getting a freaking hit. And so I refute any Curtis is a baseball jinx nonsense that's out there. I don't accept it. I just don't. But in return, I will not blame this on Ellis from a standpoint of he's always welcome back. Arkansas wins this game. He's not kicked off the pot at the Palace. Can't do that to him.
Although we may strongly recommend.
Yeah. Well, he's just going to have to know that sometimes we might remove him from the stage.
Yeah.
If need be. We reserve the right to kick him out.
That's exactly. Man, I still get the blame for the 2018 World Series as we did today. So it's like, some things just stick with you. It could be worse. You could be blamed for, costing Arkansas a national championship like I am. So
yeah, that's a tough one to escape. Until they win one, you're probably gonna get those. Yes, Robert, this is a quad 1 road game.
100%.
Quad 1A. Yeah.
Beating the number 8 team on the road is definitely a quad 1 win.
I was going to say, statistically speaking, like by the metrics and everything, this would be Arkansas's best win of the season.
Oh,
if they got it. I mean, goodness gracious. We've seen this story before, folks, but if they did it, yes. Oh, let's see. There's the dude again. He missed one, though. It would be cool if Arkansas had a guy like number 10 who, like, he only plays 10 minutes or whatever, but you get him 5 3-pointers when he's in there.
They need an Antoine Bell. Is that what you're saying?
Yes.
All right. I take that.
Oh my gosh, man. Just
like, how many passes has he made like that today that has been stolen out of the air? Unbelievable. Why does he have the ball in his hands? I don't know.
Good, Carter. Nelly's chucking it.
What? Nelly, come on, man.
Good, Jonas. He's playing like a grown man in there. They do.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I'm not mad at him.
He still moves like a senior citizen, but he's
at least the upper body is there.
Yeah, dude. Okay, let's get DJ back in. And Thero.
Yeah. Oh my gosh, dude.
Finish that. Okay. Whew.
So he's like Billy's good for. He does one thing bad, and it's like, all right, then okay.
Can't we appreciate the super chat buddy said what spread needs to be covered to not hurt Arkansas? If they keep it within 8, they like metrically, analytically speaking, they would have done their job and they wouldn't get dinged. But we're in win territory, you know? Like
Yeah.
that's what we're looking for here.
No
But
moral
that's
victories. Okay,
Dre.
Brazil.
Trey said, Billy, stop it. Yeah, I mean, that's going to be on repeat. We need to get that video loaded up in here.
Every time he turns it over.
Billy,
come on, stop it.
There's that dude again. Boy, he chucks it, man.
I know. He is.
Makes me nervous.
It's like Marshall Henderson out there, just like a gunner.
Yeah. This was oh goodness. You're fine, I do. Reverse. Trying to do too much, man.
Yeah, I don't.
Good idea. Just it's extra. You could have just gone to the wing. He could have made the extra pass.
We were at 15 turnovers for the Hogs. By the way, off topic, but it's pouring rain outside right now.
Is it?
I mean, it's raining. So
I think Andrew took one of those umbrellas from Lexington. He'll have that with him.
He's probably definitely going to need it.
Oh boy, he's fouling the hell out of him. Okay. Dang, Adu.
Yeah. He's like, we want to get physical. Let's get physical.
Boogie Sun. Still got that cast, little brace on his thumb. Yeah, I mean, it's the most predictable thing I've ever seen.
Every single time, dude.
Never fails.
I
want to go back.
Also, I'm gonna. I don't like how you can call a timeout in that situation if you're A&M. That's just a random thing. But I just don't like the fact that the other team gets the ball and you get to run out there and call a timeout.
Yeah.
I don't like that. Just left him wide open, man.
Yeah, that was Billy. How does Taylor get wide open by 20 feet on an inbounds play? It's because Billy Richmond wasn't paying attention. He was ball watching and got caught deep. We've now moved to this is Nelly's fault again.
Good. As is tradition.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna sit here and say Nelly's been just playing lights out, but I mean, I wouldn't mind seeing Carter Knox get another shot, but
I don't think it has to be anybody's fault.
yeah. I mean, you have 15 turnovers. That's a team thing.
Luke, did you? I don't know. Like you were obviously listening, so you know the answer to this question. I mean,
yeah, I don't know where that came from. said, this is just a fucking frustrating game, which I knew it would be. You talked about it. Like, you knew it was going to be a frustrating game. You said he's like yelling at your TV and stuff.
Yeah.
But it's just, again, frustrating because of how poorly Arkansas is playing. On top of the fact that, like, it seems like every time you just can't get over the hump, like that 3 right there. It's like you tie it up, you were down by 7, chipping away, you tie it up, and then you just give a wide open 3 to Wade Taylor.
Yeah, he's not really the one you want to leave out there.
Mm-hmm. No, I'm probably going to jinx it, but the fact there's only been 5 fouls called with in this second half total in this game,
yeah, it's nuts.
is pretty crazy. 2 on A&M, 3 on Arkansas. That's wild.
Yeah. Yeah, Chris, they might pick up a little bit full court. They're definitely not going to go zone. They might pick up though. Cal seems to bring that out of his bag once a game.
So I'm wondering, the stat broadcast says 8 minutes left. They called a timeout, but are they taking the media timeout because there's 8 minutes left? So the next stop ball, are they going to take another media timeout because it's not technically under 8?
No.
I bet you anything that's what they did on purpose. It's because they want, hey, we got to get another commercial break in here.
Yeah, because A&M called a 30, but then they've put on stat broadcast that it's the media timeout. Okay, let's see. Is Cal gonna let the chalk talk a little bit? Nope. Another turnover. When in doubt, let's have Thero bounce pass it to Adu with 4 Aggies around him. That's what I would have done. And then give up an easy one. Jeez, man, it's just
frustrating.
Pissing down your leg is an irritating way for this to go down. But they've answered so far, so. I mean,
I don't know, man.
Word that appreciate you, Charlie, for the super chat, man. Let's keep doing what you're doing. Forget the haters. Yeah, they'll always be out, man. We appreciate you, brother, for sure.
Especially in the watch-alongs, because everybody's emotions are going to be out.
Yeah. At what point do we take this score bug down? Like at the under 4? That way it's not just dead giving away everything that.
Yeah, I guess we could probably do that. 16 turnovers. Sheesh.
Here comes that, Chris, here comes that full court pressure, looks like. Yeah, the Billy Richmond corner 3 is not really what I had in mind there.
No.
He's wide open for a reason, maybe. Oh, yep. And 1. Just, I mean, just baiting the defense. We got guys with their back completely turned to the basketball as a dude's driving right at them.
I'm not saying that's it, but that might be it. Like that.
Yeah. Because he wasn't paying attention. Nelly was turning and sprinting, but he's not going to chase that dude all the way out there. He should have been planted in the middle of the lane, ready to step over. But they just cleared out for him exactly like they wanted to. Missed the freebie at least. That's a foul. Yeah, he's right. Charlie, you're right. Said veteran team taking control. A&M is so much more experienced compared to us. Not even that, which they are. Like, they're an old team, but a lot of these guys have just played together for 4 years. Taylor and Garcia and Solomon Washington, Henry Coleman, like all those dudes have been there since the beginning of time. Another one.
Tough feels, isn't it?
You get a turnover. You get a turnover. Air ball, but it falls right into 11's hands. Just, oh man, that was tough on DJ.
Like, that's just the stuff that's just like, again, I'm just so sick of this. Like, I'm just so sick of, because it makes it worse when it's like a game that you feel like you should be winning and in a place that you know, like how they're going to play and how frustrating it's going to be anyways. But you're just the ones that's making it. You're giving them such an out. Like, if A&M played this way against almost any other team, you feel like the other team would win, but you're just giving them such an easy.
Yeah,
thing.
I mean, it's just, they haven't scored in 4 minutes.
Yeah.
17 turnovers, just. Keep fouling them, giving them another 20 on the shot clock, and Adu, why even leave your feet? Has 11 made a 3 all season? I wonder. Like, why leave your feet? If he makes it, good for him. They're gonna foul you out right here. He stayed tall, but they give up an offensive rebound. Yeah.
I mean,
well,
it's what they do.
Yeah, timeout. Tough, man.
Yep. I mean, it's just one of those things where it's like they gave you all the chances. You couldn't take advantage.
Yeah, every opportunity was there for them to be able to get this one. A&M's going to get popped by somebody. It ain't going to be Arkansas here.
No. I will say I fixed the score bug. I think now it's on pace with us. So with the ESPN thing. So hey, Charlie Shepard once again for the super chat. Appreciate you, Charlie. Says A&M plays a ton of close games, though, don't they, Curtis? This is kind of what they do. Beat you ugly.
That's what they do to everybody. That's what they do to everybody. Tis true.
Mm-hmm. So 9-0 run over 3 minutes for A&M.
Spencer, he said they forced the most turnovers in the SEC. If A&M was forcing the turnovers, then
yeah,
I would acknowledge that. But at least half of these has just been Arkansas passing to somebody who's not paying attention, or kicking it off their feet, or throwing it into quadruple coverage, like Taylor Green. I mean, it's just
Mm-hmm.
I get it. They come out showing zone, force Arkansas to kill some clock. They're very well coached, A&M.
Mm-hmm. They do what they do very well.
Good, Carter.
Like, just let the guy have all, like, just let him shoot. Let him do his thing.
Come on. Gosh. All it takes is a half step turning the corner on Z, and it's baby food. Oh, yeah.
I'll call that foul at least.
So, yeah. 9-point game with 3:55 to go. It's going to be a tough one, folks.
Was that, does he get free throws or no? I guess not. I think they're in the bonus yet. They're
I
not.
don't know.
So,
No.
What's going to take is you got to, it's cliche to say, but it's like you got to make a basket, whatever it is on this possession, 2, 3, whatever, free throws, doesn't matter. Get at least 2 and then get a stop. And then that way, that's it. But it starts right here. If you miss this and you give them another back, if they get the double digit lead, it's over. You can't do it.
It's got to be score, stop, score. But they've scored once in like 7 minutes or something. So
yeah.
Let me go look at this real quick. For Arkansas, where are we at here? Billy Richmond had a layup with 9:24 to go that tied the game, and then they didn't score again until the 4:38 mark. So like 5 minutes of basketball time there. Meanwhile, you had 3, 5, 7, 9, a 9-0 run. Yeah. So there you go.
And I know I'm stating the obvious here, but it's also like you have 4 players with 3 or more turnovers in this game. 4 players with 3 or more turnovers.
They're spreading it out.
Yeah. It's not just one.
What is let's see. What's Arkansas shooting today? 40%. Yeah, they're 40.5% and A&M's 40.7, but A&M's taking 12 more shots. And you would think that's because of offensive rebounds, but they're only out rebounding Arkansas on the offensive glass by 3. It's the freaking turnovers, man. Yeah, 17-9.
It's
on the road. That'll get you. Nelly with 4, Billy with 4. Yeah, Thero with 3, and DJ with 3. It's like your 4 best players are,
that's
and
what's
then
crazy.
Z's kind of,
it's like
he's
crazy.
only played 18 minutes because he's a liability defensively today. So,
yep. But it's like, again, it's just if you say before the game, hey, the game's going to end where Arkansas is shooting, 41% from the field, and they only give up 3 offensive rebounds more than A&M. It's like, and you shoot better from the free throw line and about the same amount of free throws. That's what still blows my mind.
Yeah.
You're 13 to 16. They're 11 to 15. So you've shot more and you shot better.
Right. Charlie says, as physical as they are, only 4 fouls. Yeah, which is kind of weird. How many does Arkansas have in this half? 6 to 4. Yeah, I'm surprised that this is not a free throw fest here down the stretch.
Although it just may be
22-7 points off turnovers, man.
There's your game. So led 8-0 at the start of the game, by the way. Just good. Remember that. Remember when?
And so Vandy's getting ready to come off the board as a team that you can pass, if assuming they wind up beating Tennessee here. So need a Georgia loss, need a Texas loss, and like you're fine. You just kind of stay put. But opportunity. See if they get a bucket here. Good dump off. Need that finish because you're not a good free throw shooter.
No, at least I'll take it though.
Brian says, us losing this game and Vandy winning isn't good for us. Vandy's already in the field though, and so are you. Like at this point, like Georgia and Texas and Oklahoma are closer to you really than Vandy, especially Georgia and Texas. And then you want the teams behind you to not win. But it's just shaping up as it's going to come down to that final game against Mississippi State,
like we all thought it would.
Yeah, All right. You got a point. Can you get a stop? The answer is no. That's just so
be it.
Arkansas's pick and roll defense has got to be the worst in the country. It's just
I mean, he passed 4 guys to get to the basket. 4.
kick out, bad pass. Could have been a rhythm 3. Now he has to pull up off the dribble, which is not going to be a thing for him.
That'll be curtains.
And now they coast.
Just sad.
Go board it. That's not Nelly's fault, Heartbroken Hog. I mean, he had a rhythm 3, and Adu threw it 6 feet away from him at his ankles. He had to reload off the dribble. Yikes.
So wait. They called a foul on that against Thero? And that's his 5th. They call a foul or call out of bounds?
Called a foul.
I thought it was more on Adu, to be honest. Just like you shoved him, but it's well. Thero didn't give you much anyways.
Yeah, Jonas definitely shoved him. Shouldn't they change? Okay, they're going to look at it and change it and probably give Adu a flagrant, and then they'll get a couple free throws and just go ahead and pursue losing this game by 15.
Well, luckily for Arkansas, they have the number 1 team in the country next on the road, so they get to have an easier.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, we are in our. This is the by the way, folks, this is our 6th review of the game for those keeping tabs at home.
Dang, Jonas. Oh, man. Just a reminder, folks, we'll take a couple minutes after this game wraps, and then we'll start our post-game show. It'll be a little abbreviated, a lot abbreviated compared to usual because we just did the stream, and baseball is getting rolling. Andrew's out there though, so he's not going live, but we'll still do that. So hop in with us, and we'll let you vent.
Plenty.
We'll let you vent. We'll vent, and then we'll try to enjoy the rest of our Saturday.
Try to. Awesome. I will say though, real quick, shout out to Andrew Ellis for that 6-hour marathon yesterday. Plus for him, I mean, a lot of that. I mean, I know you hopped on, I hopped on, but it's a long time for anybody to do. So shout out to him.
That was a choice. Yeah.
So they changed it to Adu. So I guess Thero is still in the game then. Another remember when Arkansas beat Texas A&M twice last year?
Yeah. That's something. Go. Nelly, why are you turning around and handing it to Thero? Flatten out, Carter. There we go, Z.
I'll take it. Could have used that earlier, but I'll take it.
Yeah, I mean.
Because Arkansas was what? I think it's according to Saracen was 8.5-point dogs in this.
Yeah.
So right now covering the spread.
Ah,
Not anymore.
That's insane. I mean, that's
Yeah, it's just like, what do you like?
how
You're
do you?
living right. And see, I hate that Buzz gets to take a timeout. Like, that's such crap, man. I hate that so much.
Yeah, like it's not your possession anymore.
Right.
Like, those always get on my nerves too. I get it, but
Just throwing up a prayer. I'm not saying, like, again, it's you probably still are going to lose no matter what, but nothing you can do about that particular play. That was just
that's crazy.
living right.
Yeah, man, this report card is gonna be gross.
Oh,
I'm just gonna spend like 5 minutes praising Carter and then like 30 seconds on everyone else. Just
I'd say I'm sorry. I'm sorry. It's like you're having to hand out grades to the class when you know that nobody did their homework, or like it was like over their break, they forgot about the test they were going to have on Monday, and
I can't even, make fun of we can't even make fun of Buzz Williams' vest. You know, we can't
It's
even make
almost
fun
as bad as the uniforms.
of
Is he a pirate? Like, what is that?
I don't know. I don't know. It's frustrating.
Plain and simple.
There'll be a lot of folks out there who are sometimes almost like they're rooting for Arkansas to lose, but they'll jump off the ship and tell us in the post game about how bad they suck and the year's over and everything. It's a huge missed opportunity, and they did not play well today. But
yeah,
this
again,
game wasn't deciding it. You know,
No.
it just makes them have to take care of business, and you know, like you can't slip with South Carolina. You can't lose to Texas at home. Like, you know, like you got to win the ones you're projected to.
I believe he's still. It's like one of those things you got to, like, you should win all your home games.
Jeez. Yeah,
Okay.
I'm with you. Win your home
What
game.
in the heck?
Z is ridiculous, man. Where have you been, bro?
Can't make the easy ones out here, but this dude's 7'2", fading away out of bounds.
Crazy. Good double. Oh, no way. Good hand, Z. There we go. Do something cool.
That was not very cool.
Oh, boy. I'm just no suspense. We're talking about the report card. Nelly's getting an F. I mean, bro, come on, guy.
Go home. Like, you
It's
got
just
Big
unreal,
Z,
man.
dude. You've had Big Z hit shots like back to back. You've had Carter Knox cooking, and you were like, "I'm going to do this," and airball it. Get out of here, man. Again, I'm not saying Arkansas would have won the game, but like, say if Z hit another crazy freaking 3 there, boom, it's a 4-point game with a little over a minute to go. But nope.
Yeah, I hear you here, Charlie, but this has been Billy's his role for almost a month now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, as the backup PG, and even when he wasn't playing backup PG today, he was making very poor decisions with the ball. But he's got some instincts there. He really does. You can see the passing ability. You just saw it being passed directly to the Aggies in this game today.
Yeah, I mean, he's a true freshman that, like, and again, I'm not saying saying that that's an excuse for his poor play today, but it's like you can tell it's all there for him. It's just you went up against an experienced team, and you let it get to you, man. You let it get to making you play poor with poor decisions. It happens. It sucks, but I don't think that's a knock against Billy for like it's not like, oh, this guy's never going to play another game or anything like that.
Yeah, not his day to day.
Just, are you kidding me, man? It's like, I'm sorry, but like, I've seen the guys who have shot the worst in this game take the last like 3 shots for Arkansas. And the guys that have been shooting the best don't even get to touch the ball. Like, I know you got to take what you can, but geez, dude.
I just hate how you trap and everything for 20 seconds. You know what I mean? And then you decide to foul. Like at that point, you might as well just play out the possession.
Yeah.
What good did this do you?
So now Theodore has officially fouled out for real this time.
Cade wants to know where the tenacity from the Kentucky game went. Yeah, I just don't think they're playing clean basketball personally. Like unforced turnovers. Texas A&M is like they're the most physical team no matter who they're on the court with. This didn't strike me as an effort issue game or anything like that, but focus and then like being strong with the basketball. But
to me, it was just bad. It was just awful. Yeah, like you said, bad with the basketball, awful decisions. That's what watched you this game.
Was maybe lacking a little bit, and yeah. Now it's
that's what it is.
Man. See, Ontario, thanks for a pointless dunk. Razorback says, Cal and the coaches should have done a better job keeping Z involved. As bad as the Hogs played this game, was more than winnable. Was definitely more than winnable. Yeah, I mean, the reason his minutes were split with Adu today was because he was just a kind of a massive liability defensively.
Yeah.
And I think there were probably some things they could have done to just keep him camped in the lane a little bit more against his matchups there. They couldn't shoot, but you know. Yeah, and Charlie's right. Kentucky can't guard you like A&M. That's the thing about A&M. Like, we're very frustrated about this, and it is the unforced turnovers that drives me nuts. If it wasn't for that, like the careless stuff, I would be more, like I understand A&M has a top 10 defense in the country.
Yeah.
So I kind of expected a game in the 60s where Arkansas wasn't scoring much, maybe turned it over more than they usually do. But, when you're just handing it to them, when they could just get it themselves, that's the irritating part. So
yeah,
69-61, Arkansas loses.
Cover the spread for what it's worth.
Great teams cover. Exactly. So, all right. Well, we're going to hop off here. We're going to take a couple minutes. Join us for the post game show. Like, we'll be going live here in a few minutes, and quick breakdown, and then get to all your reactions, and then get out of here and let folks enjoy some baseball or other college basketball, or drink your sorrows away, whatever it is you want to do. But appreciate everybody for tapping into this, and we'll see you here in a few minutes.